Today, simple seafood as we make salmon, but Tuscan style, and a decadent dish easy enough for a weeknight. I'm Jeff Philbin, and this is Dinner DeeAs. Joining me in the Dinner DeeAs kitchen to serve up some salmon is Luis Rivera. Welcome to Dinner DeeAs.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
This is going to be a lot of fun today because Luis is from Tempano Fish and Meat Market, which is right in Tampa next to Ray J Stadium. And they blend Spanish, Italian, and Cuban flavors, the cornerstone of what it is to be a Tampanian.
That's exactly right. We try to capture that flavor of Tampa.
I absolutely love it. But it's Italy that we're heading for today as he's sharing a recipe for Salmon alla Toscana. And this is direct from the menu.
This is in our menu, correct?
All right. So we're getting like a whole backstage pass over here of how
a little bit of a backstage,
of course.
Of course.
Right. So how do we get started? What are we looking for here?
So we start with our fresh salmon. We season both of the sides of the salmon, and then we sear it in the pan.
All right. So what do we got for spice rubs here?
We are starting with a little pinch of salt, a little bit of pepper.
And it looks like we're just getting that nice little bit of seasoning right here to the flesh side. You like the skin on, because it looks like it's still on the other side.
The skin is on, correct. And you do want to season both sides.
Now, you said that this is a fresh salmon that you guys like to do at the restaurant, and we're working with today. Would it have the same kind of taste and flavor if we were using frozen?
You'll probably get a similar taste. Of course, we like to have all of our fish and seafood is all fresh.
Okay.
So there's a taste you can beat.
Sure.
And it goes a long ways.
Okay, all right.
Now, what we do next is we actually add some olive oil. And just enough to kind of coat the bottom of the pan. And a little bit of butter.
Love it. Give it a stir here.
Absolutely. Now what we do is we'll lay down, I think that's nice and hot. We'll lay down, skin up.
So we're going flesh side down with the skin up on this.
Correct. And that's how we started.
To grab the recipe to make Tuscan salmon direct from Tempano for your dinner, grab the recipe at our website, dinnerdeeas.com. We have it ready to print. All the ingredients and amounts are there. Find us right now by getting your phone, opening the camera app, and pointing it at the TV. Then scan our QR code in the bottom corner, and a link right to us will appear on your phone. All right, so we've got our salmon.
So this will take a couple of minutes depending on how the heat is and your variation in the kitchen stove. We let that sear on all sides. Then once we have this nice sear coat in this, we turn it around and then we sear the end with the skin.
Oh, very cool. Well, we'll take care of this. You guys at home can take 5. But when we come back, how we finish the salmon over in the oven ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs, where we're taking a trip to Tuscany for a simple salmon dish, direct from the menu at Tempano Fish and Meat Market. They're in the Tampa, in the shadow of Raymond James Stadium, and Luis Rivera is here to share the recipe for one of their most popular dishes. Before the break, we got our salmon fillets and seasoned them with salt, pepper, just a little sweet paprika on both sides, even the skin. Then got them cooking in a mixture of olive oil and butter, gave it a flip during the break here, got that beautiful color on that flesh side. Now you're cooking it skin side down here.
Yes, sir. So once you get both sides seared, you'll probably want to have this ready. We'll slice some onions thinly, julienne, and we want to add that to our mixture. We already had some pre-sliced onions. We're going to go into the pot here. Let's scoot them a little bit.
I got that.
Yeah, you
How
got
do you
that?
know what's the right time to bring the salmon,
So-
to add the onions?
So basically, once you have that nice color that you see right now, that's actually a good time to add your onions. And a little bit of your garlic. Now you let that cook with the salmon just for a little bit.
And it looks like you've got like a really good, minced garlic over here, almost paste-like.
So we make our garlic paste.
Okay.
This is something that we do in our kitchen. So we start with obviously our fresh garlic, and we make it into a paste. It makes it a lot easier for cooking, especially this kind of recipes.
And does it intensify the flavors of that garlic?
I find that it does. Once
Yeah.
you put it into that paste, the flavor just really comes out.
Okay.
Now, at this point, we'll probably want to add just a little touch of white wine. And a little touch of our fish stock.
The fish stock over here. Now, if someone is not able to find fish stock, would a vegetable stock work?
It will change the flavor a little bit,
Yeah.
but really it depends on
Okay.
your taste. It's kind of easy really to make the fish stock as well if you're a little handy in the kitchen.
Okay.
But yes, vegetable will work.
A vegetable would work okay with that one?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
To grab Luis's recipe for this super simple salmon, visit dinnerdeals.com. Just scan the QR code in the corner of the screen to find us on your phone.
Okay. So now we are ready to put it into the pan.
All right. We've got a sheet pan here for you.
Okay. And we will want to coat that pan a little bit with a little bit of our olive oil. And a little secret, a little bit of white wine as well.
Oh, okay.
Let that
Now-
flavor of the wine just kind of
It's going to really kind of give it a hit.
Once it gets into the oven, it's really going to take that flavor.
And it looks as though, like, if that's going to go into the oven, that's not going to help even just dry it out. All that moisture.
All that moisture will just obviously
Keep it.
we'll lay them up here. Good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Hang on. Okay. And this is going to go in the oven for about 10 minutes
Okay.
at 300. And what you're looking for is an internal temperature of about 145 degrees.
Okay. So what's next?
So next, we have, at this point, we like add our heavy cream, just a little touch, but we'll also add our cherry tomatoes, and we will slice a few more
Okay.
here. Can't have enough of those.
I love tomatoes.
Oh, I love those in the sauce.
The cherry tomatoes just really kind of bring a nice little burst.
It really gives it a burst of flavor.
Okay. Now you get to cook a lot at the house?
I do sometimes, but of course, by the time I get home, I kind of like to let somebody else do the cooking for me at that point. Now, can't forget to add a little bit of oregano. And we also going to help it with a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese.
Oh, very nice. So that's going to give a nice little bit
Which
of
is gonna give
saltiness
it-
and
Correct.
help thicken it a little bit too. Our sauce has to simmer, so now seems like the perfect time to take a break. When we come back, we'll even sneak in some spinach ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. Today we're making a dish from the menu at Tempano Fish and Meat Market, where they celebrate Tampa's immigrant heritage, blending Spanish, Italian, and Cuban flavors. And their Cuban manager, Luis Rivera, is here to share an Italian recipe, salmon alla Toscana. Before the break, we added onions, garlic, white wine, and some fish stock to our seared salmon. Then took it out of the pan and got it onto a sheet tray, coating it with just a little olive oil, adding a little bit more white wine, and letting it finish over in the oven. Then used what was left in the pan to make the sauce, adding heavy cream, salt and pepper, oregano, some cherry tomatoes, and finally some Parmesan cheese. And it smells really, really good.
Thank you. It does. The smell just kind of takes over. So at this point, the sauce is pretty much thickened the way we want it.
Okay.
Now, while the salmon is actually cooking, finishing up in the oven,
okay,
it's a good time to get your pasta.
Okay.
Going. We salted the water and add a little bit of olive oil as well.
What does the olive oil do for you on this
the
one?
olive oil keeps it from sticking altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Really and truly, you can use any oil, but I find that it still gives it a little bit of a flavor to the pasta, although it's in the water.
Okay.
It gives it a lot of flavor. Everything that we do, we use olive oil.
And then you like to use linguine.
We like to use linguine. We do it al dente, so we'll want to cook that pasta for about 8 minutes.
Okay.
Usually that's kind of like our fine point to it. Some people like the pasta a little bit more cooked. Some like it al dente. Normally at the restaurant, we cook it for about 8 minutes.
About 8 minutes there. Very good. All right, so your sauce is coming along really nice. What's next that needs to go in it?
So now we're going to just kind of pull it off the heat for a second while we check on our salmon. Now, depending on the oven, your time might vary a little bit.
Okay.
We normally do between 10 to 12 minutes, depending. You're looking for an internal temperature of about 145 degrees.
And that's really it. I mean, regardless of how your temperatures in your oven might be cooking, the actual protein itself, that's the main concern. It's making sure that you hit that desired temp that you need to be.
Like right on.
Because every temperature, every gauge, everything inside someone's oven, there's going to be a variance.
Absolutely.
To grab Lewis's recipe for this Tempano Tuscan salmon, head to DinnerDeas.com or just scan the QR code in the corner of the screen to find us. Oh, now I see that spinach over here. What are we doing with the spinach?
So we are going to drop the spinach now, just before we drop the salmon, and we're going to let that incorporate just a moment before we put the salmon on. And this is really the last thing you want to do because the spinach reduces pretty quickly. So you want to let that incorporate into the sauce a little bit. And if your sauce, you find that it's a little thick at this point, you're really welcome. It all depends on how you like it. You're more than welcome to add a little bit more of a heavy cream.
Okay.
But it's up to you. It's kind of like however you like the sauce. I kind of like it a little bit into the thick side.
You like it a little bit on the thicker side for
it? Yes.
It kind of sticks to that salmon too.
It does. It does. So we'll let that kind of simmer there a little bit.
With the stadium being so close, or the restaurant being so close to the stadium there, I mean, we Bucks fans over here?
We absolutely been a Bucks fan all my life since I moved to Tampa.
Okay.
I was about 12 years old, so I've been a Bucks fan for a very long time.
Right on.
But we find, I mean, people, we're so close to the stadium. We really get a wonderful crowd in there. We have a little following that comes to the restaurant. So once football season starts, I know I'll see a lot of familiar faces again in the restaurant.
That's cool. That's really cool. That's looking good, though.
Yeah, we're getting there.
That's looking real good, because if you make this for your dinner, we want to see how it looks. Take a photo and email it to dinnerdeas@fox.com. That's what our friend Linda did. She's watching Kathleen, which is just outside Lakeland. Hi, Linda. She made the Spam and Cabbage recipe shared by Chef Palani Visoria from Palani's Hawaii Noodles in Wesley Chapel. She told us, "We usually eat Spam once or twice a year, but we'll be eating Spam more often since we tried this. Man, was it good." I mean, Chef, what do you think over here?
Interesting, Spam. I like it.
So you like Spam?
I like Spam.
I like Spam too.
Yeah, I think it's great.
This was a fun one too. This was a fun dish that, like, if anyone had never had Spam, this was actually an entry point into it.
I'll have to look it up.
This one was a fun one. It was with cabbage, and it was like absolutely fantastic.
Oh, wow.
You did really good on that dish right there. And I think this one might be one that you might want to try yourself.
We can incorporate the salmon in here now.
This is now the perfect time to add our salmon.
just let that sit there for a couple of minutes in the sauce. We want to coat the salmon with our sauce.
Oh, yeah, taking that next layer of flavor right there with that Parmesan cheese and those heavy cream. That spinach.
Let that flavor just kind of
mixing in with the tomatoes, oh, I'm ready. We're taking one last break while our pasta gets done. When we come back, how to add the linguine thanks to Luis's perfect plating skills. Ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz, where we're serving up some seafood today with Luis Rivera from Tempano Fish and Meat Market, where this is one of their most popular dishes and just might be one of your favorites too if you make it, salmon alla Toscana. Before the break, we put our pasta on to cook. Luis likes linguine for this dish. Then we got our salmon out of the oven, making sure the temperature was 145 degrees so we knew it was cooked through. Then added spinach to our sauce, letting it wilt, and then got the salmon back into the pan, coating a little bit of that sauce over it.
That sauce just simmer in there.
And I mean, it's just thickened up a little bit more. It's taken on everything. I mean, that just looks absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely. Now, at this point, our pasta is done.
Okay.
So we will drain our pasta.
I'll drain the pasta. I want to see that, and when I come back on what that looks like on the plate. That looks so good. Now, we cook this pasta al dente too.
Yes, sir. So you, again, it's a preference, matter of preference. Normally at the restaurant we do our pasta al dente, which is, I find that is the way that most people will eat the pasta. However, it's a matter of preference. If you want to cook it a little longer, you can. Usually about 8 minutes is what we do in the pasta.
Okay.
Okay, now, so our salmon is ready. We will lay that on the plate. Okay, we'll get a little bit of that sauce. Just kind of put it over the top. Oh, thank you.
I know this kitchen.
I see.
I got you, my friend.
Okay. So a little bit of the sauce over the salmon.
Okay.
And now our pasta will go in the pan.
So you're taking the pasta, not
So
tossing
we are
it?
taking the pasta and tossing it right into the pan.
So that way now it's just going to take on all that beautiful, beautiful flavor, that sauce.
Mix that in. We'll do a little extra there for the crew. Okay, and then we'll put that back on the heat. And we'll get that mixed in a little bit. Just kind of incorporate all the sauce into the pasta.
Oh. And so by going just a little bit less than the al dente here, now it's able to take on a little bit of that heat of the sauce.
Exactly.
So it doesn't
just kind of
overcook it.
Correct.
Okay. Wow, and it just took on all that beautiful.
Really kind of turn it, take your time, and incorporate all of that sauce in there, all that flavor.
Because there's nothing worse than like going into a pasta that's got like tomatoes and spinach and just, you know, so much beautiful ingredients.
Right.
And it's like, there was nothing there when they get that, like,
when
you
you
know.
get to it, absolutely.
Now, do you twirl your pasta? Are you like a whole, like, I get the fork, I get the spoon, and I'm twirling?
I try my best.
Me too. Now, how do we get this onto the plate here?
So now what we do is
you take the fancy stuff out. You got
fancy stuff out.
What are you using right here to get this beautiful?
So it's a little, it's almost like little tweezers, and they're designed to kind of get that pasta in there. Just kind of give it a little roll.
For delicate precision, to be able to go lengthwise, so you can really be able to get.
So we can try to get
everything hooked with these kitchen tweezers here.
In here, and give it a little roll right on that plate.
Oh, look at that!
Now we will use a little bit of this just to get all that goodness into the sauce and the top of that salmon.
So a little extra of that tomato going right
Just
there. Come on now,
my
my friend. Come on.
And there you go. Now we're going to finish that up with a little bit of fresh basil.
Okay.
now for a little taste.
And I mean, less than 30 minutes. Well, you know, just as perfect here for someone at home, worked the whole week, worked the day away. And now
Absolutely,
it's like, hey, I want a good meal.
It's not a hard dish to do. It's actually very easy to do. We also put a little bit of a sprinkle of grated Parmesan cheese, and
You had me at Parmesan cheese, man. Should we taste this then?
Of course.
All right, you take
Let's
that
do
fork.
it.
I got this one. Show me the way, sir.
Okay, let's get into that salmon. There it is.
That is fire, man.
Right.
That is delicious.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks to Luis Rivera. To try this Tuscan salmon for yourself, grab the recipe at dinnerdias.com or pay a visit to Tempano Fish and Meat Market. We have a link to their website there too. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with more ideas for dinner, as we call them, Dinner Dias. All right. Got the pasta.